Good morning. I'll say it again. Good morning. My name is Dr. Yetunde Reeves, and I am the new proud principal of Ballou High School. On behalf of the Ballou leadership team, I welcome Mayor Vincent C, Councilmember Barry, ANC Representative Cuthbert, the Department of General Services, and our City Council to this momentous event. I would like to acknowledge the Ballou staff, students, and parents, as well as community members also in attendance. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone involved in making this dream a reality. Again, I stand before you to welcome you to the new Ballou High School, and I now would like to introduce Mayor Gray.
Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to the brand new Ballou High School. Not quite finished, obviously, but it's just a matter of months before we will be receiving students into this new building. I want to begin by welcoming our new principal of Ballou High School. How about a big, warm welcome for DC, for Dr. Reeves? Come on, man, that's not a DC welcome. Come on, give it up. She has come all the way from California. However, I was just talking to her, and she graduated from Spelman College. You went to Spelman, okay. All right, I'll leave it at that, okay. A great school that, of course, is in Atlanta, Georgia. And so we welcome you, Dr. Reeves, to Ballou High School. This is a great school, has a rich history, and that history is going to be even more rich with the new building and the new leadership here at the school. We are standing right in the heart of Ballou High School. It's probably hard to figure out exactly where you are at this stage. This may be the largest high school that we will have built in the District of Columbia. We finished, of course, Cardozo High School, and that has been open for a year now. Dunbar High School, which was built from the ground up, that has been open now for a year, and we'll have the new stadium open, I guess, in probably about a month. And, of course, we have other modernization projects going on with our high schools and other schools across the District of Columbia. But this is absolutely perhaps the most massive in the city. We are delighted. I remember being here when we showed the video. My dear friend Mary Cuthbert was here, and there were people, and not a few either, there were people who were in tears when they saw what Ballou High School is going to look like when this is finished. And we're just not that far away. So this will be a great place for our students, for our teachers, for our families, and the entire Ward 8 community. One of the things that's been important to me during my time in office is to be able to make sure that we truly have our one city. And one city means that every ward in the District of Columbia gets equal, as much as you can have equal treatment as possible. And that's why we wanted to do so many things in Ward 7 and in Ward 8. And Ballou High School, frankly, is at the center of being able to say that we are one city, and what we're doing for, what we're doing for one, we're doing for all. I want to take the opportunity to give you a little bit of an update because this is such a massive project. I want to begin by thanking Director Brian Hanlon, Director of the Department of General Services, for the great work that he has done, he and his team. Today is the day when we reach several milestones. First, we are celebrating the completion of the topping out of the last piece of steel for this absolutely massive structure. And you may ask why we're celebrating the laying of steel, because don't you do that at every project? Well, it's not only that we're laying the last piece of steel, it's the amount of steel that's going into this project. We will have 2,500 tons of steel in this building. And you go like, well, what does that translate into? Well, let me give you a few examples. Everybody familiar with a 747 airplane? This would be equivalent to a dozen 747 airplanes. That's how much steel is here. Or 36 military tanks, or 160 semis, trucks and trailers, 1,000 F-150 pickups. We see those on television all the time, don't we? 2,000 Toyota Priuses. And it's 1/3 the weight. Can you believe this? The steel in here is 1/3 the weight of the steel in the Eiffel Tower. Now that is absolutely massive. And that is really a bunch of metal to be able to celebrate, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? And I want to thank all those people who are out there who are helping to make this happen. How about a big hand for everybody who's helping to make this happen? Now, I know this may be hard to believe, but we're only 153 days away, that's less than 6 months, from the substantial completion of phase 1 of the construction this year. So when the students come back from the holidays in December, they will not return to the current Ballou, which has been there, I think, since the mid-1950s. They will return to this brand new Ballou High School. And I know that's hard to believe today, but that's the fact. I want to thank the general contractor, the joint venture of Kiramonte and Hess, which have worked together to get us to where we are and will get us to the finish line. I want to thank and say a job well done to the 300 construction workers who have worked on this project, and many of them are people who not only live in the District of Columbia, but live right here on the east end of the city, and east of the river, east of the Anacostia River. So far, those who worked on the construction project have logged in 275,000 person hours. That's a lot of work, man. And this will be a campus that the entire community will be able to enjoy. There will be classrooms, there will be high-tech multimedia data projectors, and there will be all kinds of features that will make this probably one of the finest, if not the finest, high school, not just in the District of Columbia, but also across the nation. There will be, at its capacity, there will be 1,400 students who can be served in the new Ballou High School. And then, because we will continue the evening programs as well, there'll be another 900, mostly adult students, who can be served in the evening here. That is 2,300 students, ladies and gentlemen, who will be able to be served in this brand new Ballou High School. What will be completed in phase 1? There will be 37 classrooms. There will be 13 science and biotechnology laboratories. There will be dedicated spaces for visual and performing arts. There will be a greenhouse, a culinary arts kitchen will be included, an auto mechanic training shop, and that will be 21st century auto mechanics, which of course is all automated and digital at this stage. There will be lots of specialized spaces. There will be a brand new swimming pool in the new Ballou High School, ladies and gentlemen, that will be available for our students as well as for the community. And there will be not one gymnasium, but unlike I think every other high school in the city, this will have 2 gymnasia here in Ballou High School, unlike anywhere else. So, phase 2 will involve the completion of the stadium and an auxiliary field, and that will be finished in August of 2015, just about a year from today, and that will complete this fantastic building. So, again, I can't even call it a building. Let's call it an education campus. How's that? Because this will look more like a college than anything else. And won't that be great for our young people going to this school, ladies and gentlemen? One of the people who's played such an instrumental role, not just in this, but over the years in the construction of our schools, our school modernization program, is our city administrator, who used to head an office called the Office of Public Education Facilities Modernization. And he is here with us today, and we're delighted to be able to have him as a part of this. Please join me in welcoming our city administrator, Alan Liu.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I guess years ago when we started modernizing schools, we decided that there was only one standard, a standard of excellence, and DGS has been able to maintain that standard. So let's give Brian Hanlon another round of applause for heading up DGS. You know, I ask myself sometimes when we talk about our debt cap, and I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but basically how much money we can borrow to pay for capital programs and things like that, and you look around and you'd say, well, gosh, now you know where the money went, you know. So this is going to be one of the greatest schools. This is going to be probably one of the largest schools in the system, and certainly from the design of it, it's not going to be like any other school in the system. It's going to stand by itself. It's going to be unique. And this is made possible by all of you guys, all the workers here. And I'm just going to thank, echo what the mayor had said. Want to give Chair Monte and Hess, the joint venture, the builders that are overseeing this project, another round of applause. And like to also commend our architectural team, Boyd Gridley and Perkins and Will. Let's give those guys a round of applause. Our program management team, headed up by Brailsford and Dunleavy and McKissick, and I think some of the principals are here. I know Chris Dunleavy's here, the president of Brailsford and Dunleavy. Let's give him a round. Daryl McKissick, the president of McKissick, and Phil Arton, senior vice president over at McKissick. There's a couple of the project managers. These are the guys that actually do the work for the PM team. Marcos Miranda and Hakeem Chambers. I know they're here, so would you guys give them a round of applause? And the person that makes Brian Hanlon look good, June Locker. Let's give June a round, okay? All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Alan. We've been joined by our council member who represents Ward 8. And we're going to ask him to come up and say a few words at this stage. Please join me in welcoming Councilmember Marion Barry.
Good morning, Ballou family. Ballou family, students and faculty and staff who are here. Good morning, all the workers who are here. Come on, give yourselves a great round of applause. As is known, I had a very serious illness. I'm still recovering. But with a good God, a lot of prayers, and good doctors, Barry is back. Marion Barry is back. I thank you for your prayers during this period. I'm not fully recovered yet. I'm on the way to being recovered. But none of this affected my commitment to this community. None of this connected my brain, my vision, and nothing like that. None of this connected my courage, my tenacity, my resilience to get something done. We are changing the face of Ward 8. We're changing the face of Ward 8. Not just with schools, but with housing. We've got a streetscape we're getting ready to put together, a lot of other things to bring community together. There are 13 communities here in Ward 8. We're going to bring them all together for a common goal of uplifting and giving hope to those who are hopeless. And in terms of school construction, when I got on the council, 2005, I started pushing and pulling, trying to make Ward 8 the #1 construction schools. At that time, Adrian Finter was the mayor, and therefore he put a lot of money everywhere else except over here. But since Vince Gray has been the chair of the city council, And as mayor, he has made the modernization, phase 1, new schools, etc., his highest priority in terms of that, as well as development of St. Elizabeth and other places. Let's give our mayor. Come on, do better than that. Come on, give it up. Give it up to Vince Gray, our mayor. But this wouldn't have happened without his help and support. I started when Kwame Brown was chair of the city council. I think we had about $16 million or some number in it. And then Vince became chair of the city council, mayor in 2010. And now we're up to $142 million. I said, I didn't want just any old building. I want something that would make a statement for Ward 8. But we all know ultimately it's not what happens on the outside. It's what's happening on the inside. And I've said to Mr. Branch, we got to improve what we do. Make sure our students stay in school. Our students get an opportunity to work on this project. And make sure our students understand that the future is bright if they make it. And so we've done a lot of work in Ward 8. Turner Elementary School, $26 million school. Down the street, Lecky and Simon, phase 1. Ketchum, phase 1. Anacostia High School, $80 million. So I'm just adding all this up so the Washington Post ain't going to tell you this. So I'm going to tell you about that. And I'm going to tell you about it. And so this is a great day today. But what happens from this point on, we got to look at what's happening inside. And I've talked with the chancellor about making Ballou a unique, high-performing school. And that's what she agreed to do. Let's give our chancellor a big hand of applause because she's been committed to this. And so I couldn't wait to get here. As you know, I'm still kind of ailing a little bit, but I wouldn't have missed this for all tea in China. And be here with our mayor, be here with Brian Hanlon. He and I work closely together. There will be more jobs on this site for D.C. residents than any other sites we've had. Jobs. Come on, give it up. Jobs. 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 We're going to have minority participation in the subcontracting work here. Thanks to your money. And Hess committed to that. And so I'm just delighted. I go to a lot of groundbreakings and toppings and ribbon cuttings, but this to me is my heart. This is where I believe we ought to make a statement. And this place is going to be beautiful. Look at it. Look. Give the architects a great round of applause, too, for putting together this thing. We're going to have a performing arts stage. We're going to have an indoor swimming pool. And I want to give Miss Jones, who's now down in Norfolk. Miss Jones steadfastly said to me, and I said to her, we want not only what's our fair share, we want more for this. And she visited several schools, including Wilson High School, and said, I want a pool the same size. I want this, I want that, and we got that too. But give her a round of applause in her absence. She did a heck of a job of doing that. And so thank you. God bless you. I'm waiting for the ribbon cutting, which I think is going to be in January, I think. Yeah, it'll be late December. I'll be back for that. I'll still be in office. I love this community. I love Ward 8 people. I mean, I like all what they do sometimes, but I love them. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Councilmember Barry. We always appreciate you being with us, and we appreciate your advocacy and support and involvement on being able to help move our entire city forward, especially the east end of the District of Columbia. I want to now ask somebody to come up and speak who really has been an advocate for years and years and years here. She is one of our advisory neighborhood commissioners. Please join me in welcoming a dear friend who works very hard on behalf of this entire community. Please welcome Commissioner Mary Cuthbert.
Good morning. Good morning, Mayor Gray, Council Member, Mr. Hanlon, Alan Liu. I want to say to all of you and the developer, Mr. Hess, is it Hess? Hess, this is a project that Ward 8 needed. This is a project that we dreamed for many years for our children at Ballou. I am so excited. I cannot wait till it's finished. And then they're going to have a swimming pool for us seasoned citizens and one for the young people. So that is so wonderful. Here I have with me my commissioner, our vice chair, Derek Colbert. This is his commission, his single member district. So I would like for him to come up and say a few words with me. Come on.
Good morning. I'm gonna be brief. As a former student of Ballou, this day right here is very emotional for me. I remember the days that I was walking through Ballou hallways and the school was crumbling. To stand right here this morning to really see this building come online is truly, truly amazing. I want to thank the mayor, I want to thank our city council leaders, and also I want to thank everyone that worked on this project. Thank you a lot from the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
The chancellor is not able to be with us today because she had to attend a funeral. Otherwise, I know that she would have been here. But she is ably represented by someone who has done all kinds of work across the city, not just in education, but in the business arena as well. And she's now working on something, helping to spearhead something that will translate into bringing career and technical education academies back to the District of Columbia. In August, which will be next month, of course, we will be opening 9 academies across the District of Columbia that will bring career and technical education in areas like hospitality, construction, information technology into our schools, so that once again, ladies and gentlemen, we can say that we will have a rich vocational education curriculum in our public schools of the District of Columbia. We never should have gotten rid of vocational education. We don't call it that anymore, but career and technical education is about the same thing, making sure that those who want to go to work after high school will be able to do that. Please join me in welcoming Emily Durso.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As the mayor said so ably and the Councilmember Barry said, it's important what this building looks like and what it says to the community, but it's also important what we do when the building opens and what we do with our students both in Ballou High School and in Ballou Stay. So I'm here just representing the Chancellor to say that our commitment is to college and career. I want to repeat this very clearly. It's not college or career, it's college and career for every single student in Ballou and Ballou Stay. We pledge that every student will have opportunities to go as far as they want to go. We're bringing in colleges as partners, we're bringing in universities, we're bringing in corporations from around the country, we're bringing in our local business community to make sure that just what the mayor said, every student has a job, every student has a career, every student has an opportunity to any post-secondary they want. And I'm happy that our first kickoff will be Ballou. And I look forward so much to working with the new principal. I left her alone for 2 weeks, but it's all over now. So we'll be meeting really soon and make sure that this place really sings when it opens. Thank you very much.
We've been here 2 weeks, Dr. Reeves. Okay, honeymoon is over. No, you'll get a lot of support from this community. This community is famous for caring about its children and caring about the people who try to develop our children. And frankly, you reach out to the community and they will reach back 100 times over that. So you're in for a wonderful journey that you will remember for the rest of your life. So again, we want to welcome you here to D.C. and to the east end of the city. I mentioned Brian Hanlon a couple of times already, and I want to ask him to come up. Brian has helped us do something that was really unprecedented, and that is we had construction projects going on all over the District of Columbia, all over the government. The fire department did its own construction. The police department did its own. The schools at one time was doing its own construction. Recreation was doing its own. And we thought it was important to bring them together so we could get the synergy, the concept of bringing things together so that we benefited from that kind of effort. And Brian was the person that we asked to do that in October of 2011. And I don't know that anybody could have done a better job. I kid him sometimes and say you're the best director we've ever had, but I'm also convinced that 10 directors from now, they will say that Brian Hanlon was the best director that the Department of General Services has ever had. Please join me in welcoming Brian Hanlon.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. This is so exciting for me. I want to first thank our mayor, Vincent C. Gray. It has been a privilege of a lifetime for me to serve the city of my birth and to work for this man who I think has led our city with courage and vision and has set us on a course of greatness. And I'm just so proud to have been able to serve this mayor. So thank you, Mr. Mayor. One of the great things about going towards the latter part of the program is most of your talking points have been absorbed by what other folks have said, so I'll try to keep it short. But I do want to thank Councilmember Barry for his advocacy and his courage and vision and spirit of partnership. And I really enjoy working with you, Councilmember. I want to thank my mentor, Alan Liu, who, as the mayor mentioned, led the Office of Public Education Facilities Modernization, which was subsumed into DGS when it was created. And Alan set the bar of excellence high, and it's a bar that we've strived to maintain. So thank you for that. And Mary Cuthbert, you're always a joy to be around, and I enjoy working with you. I want to thank the design team again, Bowie, Gridley, Perkins, and Will. We believe in design excellence, and we also believe in construction excellence. And Chiaramonte and Hess, I think, have done stellar work here. We're nearing our final lap on this project, and to date, this targeting LEED Gold building will have 52% of the work, the dollars on this project have been expended on CBE firms. Those are firms located right here in the District of Columbia, and we are committed to continuing to push that envelope, and we can't get there without partners like Chiaramonte and Hess to help us get there. Chiaramonte is located right here, Frank, in Ward 8, right? And so 52% is a number we can be proud of. 40% of the hours worked on this project have been by district residents. 125 Ward 8 residents have been employed by this project, and 205 employees have come from other wards in the city, wards 1 through 7. I want to again thank June Locker, Deputy Director for Capital Construction. Alan said that she makes me look good, and she does. She does great work. Hakeem Chambers, Marcos Miranda, excellent, staying on top of this project. And, you know, I said we believe in design and construction excellence. We at DGS also believe in maintaining our buildings with excellence, and we are committed to making sure that this building is kept at the state-of-the-art condition that it was designed to operate in. And I guess I'll close by thanking the workers. You guys have done amazing work. I'm really proud of what you've done here. And I'll say thank the community and the students. I'm wearing on my lapel a pin that I received early in the process. It's my Ballou pin. And I keep it right in front of my desk as a commitment to the promise that's been made to this community and this city to continue to push forward with excellence. It happens to stay right over a book that's called First Class, which was written by an alumnus of Dunbar. But I believe that Allison Stewart, yes. But I believe that there will be a Ballou alum that is going to write a book, and we'll call it Best in Class or something like that. But this building, I hope, will inspire you in your education and career beyond that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. We appreciate, again, the leadership that you've provided on this project. And the construction team has been mentioned several times already, and that is Hess and Kira Monte. And we have Chuck Hess, who is with us here today, who has helped us get us where we are today. And over the next 153 days, one of your principal jobs will be to figure out how to get all this mud out of here, okay? and I'm sure we can count on that. That'll probably be the easy part. And we're glad you're here to be a part of a topping off ceremony, which a lot of people wonder, what is a topping off ceremony? It is a symbolic, the ceremonial placing of the last piece of steel in the construction of a building. So please join me in welcoming the person who's played an instrumental role, along with Kira Monte, in helping this building get to where it is, and we'll get it to the finish line. Chuck Hess.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Mayor Gray. Welcome, Councilman Barry. I'm Chuck Hess. I'm the CEO of Hess Construction. We're really very honored to have the opportunity to be part of this building, such a magnificent educational facility. We're even more pleased we've had such an effective working relationship with the Department of General Services under Brian Hanlon and his supported by DC PEP. Our wonderful design team with Bowie Gridley, Perkins and Will. Our great joint venture partner, Frank Caramonte. And most of all, not most of all, but particularly our great group of trade contractors who really literally do the heavy lifting here. You know, while each and every project is unique and special, this project will always be a memorable one for our team. Not just because of the size and scope, but rather because of the obvious impact that this campus will have in the district and the Ward 8 community. I know that each of our trade contractors and members feel the same way, and they bring this passion, excitement, commitment to the project every day. We will continue working diligently to ensure the school is open on time and with the high level of quality deserving of the community and represented by our project team. So again, thank you for this opportunity to build such a beautiful and meaningful educational facility in the district. At this time, I'd like to reiterate our appreciation to the men and women on site and call up two team leaders, A.J. Mengel of Hess Construction and Tom Brazzeri of Caramonte.
Everyone, I promise to keep it short. We're just about at the end here, so I appreciate everybody sticking with us. You know, we have ribbon cutting ceremonies, we have groundbreaking ceremonies, and the press is here, and they're great you know, project milestones, but they don't always recognize the effort of the people that go into bringing the project to realization. And that's what all of you in this room are doing on this job every day. Everyone here works hard, they work safe, they work smart, and quite honestly, you all make us look good. So this is our opportunity and all of our opportunity to say thank you. I'd like to say thank you to the team that we have with Hess Caramonte, as well as the architectural joint venture. Everyone out here working is top-notch. There's no one out here that isn't just the top of their field. So again, we appreciate all of your efforts. We want to push hard to get to the end of the job. And I want to personally say thank you very much. At the end of this, obviously we're going to have something to eat, but we also have a board over here. I'd like every trade contractor, every man that's out here, every woman that's out here to come out and sign that board. That board is going to be placed into the permanent construction, and it's going to be on display so that the people that are in this school and learning here can see all the effort that every one of you put into it, and they can see your name, and they can see that you were here and you made an impact on their lives. So again, thank you. I'll turn it over to Tom Brazzeri with Caramonte.
Thank you, AJ. Again, I just want to extend my greatest thanks to each and every one of you for every role that you've played involved here. Again, as AJ mentioned, we're going to have everybody come up and sign the board. Mayor Gray, we'd actually like you to be the first to sign. So without further ado, we'd like you to come and join us.
Fantastic penmanship came from the fact that I went to the D.C. public schools.
All right.